another episode of the Diaspora Divas podcast. And you have Amari, Susan, Joy, and I'm Ogur. And today we are talking about finances in marriage, especially in the diaspora.
I think we need a bell so that we can be, anytime we do this, our topic, we can be.
Bagam! Bagam! We go ring up.
Yes.
To start off, I ran into this post on Jero's page. If you are Nigerian, you will know Jero. So let me just read it very quickly. The person says, "Hi Jero, thank you for this platform. Please keep me anonymous as this matter is sensitive to me. I have been married for 7 years, and in these 6 years, my husband has earned more money than me and being the lion's share breadwinner. I'm okay with it. He's generous in his own way. But ever since I got a promotion last year, my company decided to start paying me in dollars. Because of the dollar rate, I earn times 4 of what he makes."
Badao. And there's no bill.
Bagam! Ever since then, my husband has been behaving very badly to me. He is rude, he picks on my weight, he body shames. If I make a grammatical error, he will laugh at me and say, see who is collecting dollar. He makes sure I do every chore myself, even though we have a maid. He will send the maid far so I can do the work myself. Every single bill in the house now must be paid by me. I know his ego is being attacked because of my progress. When I travel for work, he will call me at all hours of the day to track me down. I'm worried my husband may slap me or hit me one day. During sex, he will use force. It's painful. He has started saying things like he wants me to resign and start a business, citing our children need more time with me. I have no interest in resigning, but I want my marriage to work. We have 2 beautiful children. Please, what do I do? I love my husband. Should I consider resigning? Over to you, ladies.
Ladies, let me just let you people know, no matter how you are being threatened, always make sure that you have financial independence. It's very important for us as women, because if we don't have financial independence, it makes us I know she wants her marriage to work, like she said. It makes us succumb to whatever maybe the man has said. So the answer straight up, no, why don't lose your job. She can look for other ways to tell family members to help her plead with her husband. Or she's not telling us, hope she's being nice to him as well. And not,
she's playing her part as a wife.
Exactly. But then again, it has to be something we collaborate together. But no, losing her job is not the answer at all.
You know, but like you said, we don't even know the other side of the story. We're only hearing from one side. But personally, I think the issue I see with this is, I think some people are still doing my money. If you are doing things together, we will not remember who is earning more money than the other. Exactly. I think the point is that money is in our account. And we're just using money to attend to the needs of the house. That's what it comes down to. Because when you start looking, by the time you are deciding this person earns more money, then there's pride, there's ego, there's so much attached to it.
But then when you said our money, so at what point does a woman now keeps for herself? Because she's earning so much. So if she keeps saying our,
it depends. The different families with their different approach. There are people that, even though they have a joint account, they probably still take money for themselves. Let's say weekly, if it's in dollars, because we're here, let's limit it to dollars. We might say, okay, at the end of every pay, let's take 1,000 or whatever the case is. There are people that do that because they might want to run personal things. You understand? Why? Then it also depends on who you're married to. There are some people that, provided what you're doing makes sense, go to the account and take it without question.
I think a huge chunk of this thing is, who are you married to? And it boils down to, when you are in that dating stage, talking stage, whatever you call it, that's the time your eyes, all your antennas should be high and alert.
Everywhere.
But it's like ladies will just mostly just want to go and eat shawarma. It took me, we ate barbecue, we went to the
Our
beach.
mind is on other things.
That's not what's important. That's not the reason for dating someone. It's to know these things. Like, does this guy have sense? Does he have empathy?
Yeah.
How much does he care about me? If something is touching me, is it touching him as well, or because it doesn't directly affect him, he's unbothered? These are the things that you are looking out for before you say I do. It's not after eating shawarma for 3 months they give you ring. I said yes.
in a situation like this, don't forget that they have been married for 7 years.
True.
So where do you
in that 7 years, she won't say that she has not been seeing some small things. Do you get? We women, we are good at putting our head above the clouds. Like, if you don't, as a woman, if you don't want to see something,
because I like it, I won't see.
Yes, I don't want to ruffle feathers. I don't want to disturb the water. So head to the ceiling. Don't look at it. If you are not looking at it, it doesn't exist. But the reality is that no matter how much you want to act like some things don't exist, it's there. And the earlier you tackle it, the better for you, the better for your marriage, better for your household. When we talk about finances, it's a very touchy subject, I guess, because it's money. Money is always very sensitive to talk about. But if yourself and your spouse are on the same page when it comes to finances, it will never be a problem. Or even if it's the once in a while, not really a huge major, problem where you start consider because of money, should I drop my job to save my marriage, or
And she's not just going through the finance issue, she's also going through this, like she said, body shaming.
The whole emotional aspect.
So it's not just about the money for him or for her.
When something is wrong in a marriage, you tend to just do anything and say anything. The body shaming is probably not because he's really body shaming. It's just that he's going crazy about everything in the house. So they will look at every slight opportunity to say, it's like someone told me, Daddy, she looks really slim already. It's like, my husband said I'm fat.
Look at that.
I'm like, me, I have body more than you.
I think it comes from a place of insecurity. Like, if you marry a man that he feels that his purpose as a man in a marriage is to provide. If you take that provision away from him, he feels useless. He's like, why am I here? And to hold ground, he wants to now press you down and say, no, leave the job and focus on the children.
But also another thing that even came to my mind is also that if you say you have a good job, I think it's just we're working together. Let's do something to get you there too.
Exactly.
Where are we searching for? Yes, you're earning 4 times.
Exactly.
Okay, what is it? The qualification? What do you need?
This brings me to how some marriages, husband and wife are just competing against each other.
I know.
It's not a competition. It should be me and my husband, or my husband and I against the world. It's not me and my husband against each other, because when you already have those in-house bickering, anything that blows from outside will go blow na to come out.
I just want to say something right now. Somebody has been very quiet. It's like this subject is featuring.
It's penetrating.
Because the way she's just quiet. I said, Susan, Sister Susan, what's the problem? What is happening?
There's a particular word that I've been struggling to remember. But I think I'm going to come from a very different perspective.
Which
is I think I would try to address the man. For me, the man is not man enough. Because he's already
not
man enough.
And then this is why she was quiet.
So there's a particular word I've been looking for. But anyways, I think the man is just fighting with a very low self-esteem. Number one, when you married, you guys came together as one. So whatever wife is earning 15 million, man is earning 2 million should not even be an issue. The most important thing is that 17 million is coming into the family. So I actually feel that, because I know that, like Ogo rightly said, some men are technically in competition with their wives.
Yes.
And it comes to, like, men, all of us, we are all different. I've gone to school to study something that would probably earn me more than what you've gone to study in school. But the most important thing is that we're bringing bread to the table.
Exactly.
That's right.
And I feel like it just, like, some men needs to, like, address their self-esteem. Like, no matter whatever is happening, whatever, you are the head, you are the neck of the family.
Yeah,
Like,
the stomach.
yeah, the stomach or yeah, the arm of the family should not
Yeah,
come
the
to place. The
elbow.
most important thing is that I'm here to lead my family.
Exactly.
Not like we are all like
She's done. Yeah, finish.
yeah, like we've come to like compliment each other. In our own situation, I feel the wife has come to compliment him, and the
He's
most
resisting
well,
the
he's trying
compliment.
to resist the and for me is why I said it's normal enough is because you shouldn't even allow such things to like make you start body shaming your wife.
Yeah,
Someone
that's
that
a
was
deal breaker for
all
extreme.
exactly
Yeah.
it's becoming really extreme.
That's a
Someone that
real
was
deal
the
breaker for me.
all in all for you. Now
Yeah.
you're body shaming,
Yeah.
you're making out, you're belittling her
Yeah.
technically.
Her grammar,
So I
yeah.
like for me is a baby
Just because
stuff.
she's
Yeah.
earning in dollars.
Just
Yeah.
because she's earning
What
dollars.
if
So
this guy we're talking about now? What if his boss was a woman? Are you saying that he won't be able to have a female boss? Because
Yes, but then let's look at it from another perspective. What if the woman changed when she started earning more money? What if she started carrying her shoulders up and
But then the guy
If she
going
was
extreme
carrying
like
her
that
shoulder
won't
up,
be the way
he was.
to address it.
I agree, but I'm not taking sides with anybody. But then I realize that
I don't
maybe-
think that if she was carrying her shoulder up, she would have even made
But-
those two
but
choices,
I'm just-
because she would have said her own part.
I'm also-
she even said to the extent of sex.
I'm,
Did
al-
you
I'm,
hear
also,
that?
I'm also just generalizing, like not just particular to this case, but you also see the other instances where people change because they start getting more money.
yeah.
It gets into their head, especially
Maybe she's changed and she
Maybe
doesn't
she's
even know
changing and
she's
she doesn't
changing.
know.
Another angle self is maybe when she was earning less, the guy they used the money press am. And now all of a sudden she's earning 4 times what he's
What's
bringing
the-
in, and
Sorry,
she's
for
like,
So it's
our
like
Australian
in
viewers,
a
she
pepper.
meant they say pepper. She meant what if he was using the money to dominate and with it?
Yeah, that's what.
it's in the blood. You can't take it away.
I just wanted
Well,
to
that's
add,
okay.
right, that when it comes to finances in your marriage, like many different people have different ways they handle their finances. There are people that do 50-50. You sort out breakfast financially, I do morning tea. You do lunch, I do afternoon tea. You do dinner, I do evening tea. 50-50. Down to the middle. This time I paid children school fees. Next time you pay children school fees. There are families that work like that and it works for them. There are families where even if the man's earning is, let's say, $10,000 per month, and the woman is earning $50,000 per month,
The man just takes
is
it.
that $10,000 that they will use and run the household, run everything in the house? It not
Woman's
concern
money.
the man. It not concern him. If you like your salary is 1 million, it not concern now. You see this 10,000 when I manage bring.
That is what.
That is what is available for this household. And there are some people that, oh, my wife is earning 500k and I'm earning 200k. Perfect. We have 700k to run our household and flex and everything. So it all depends on how you want to structure your home. And it brings me back to when you're dating, before you transfer yourself into marriage, these are the things to be looking out for. Because if a guy, and if you're watching a guy's attitude towards money, it tells a lot about who that person is. Because there are some people that maybe they grew up really poor and $1 is a huge deal to them. You get, you can't, you just say, you just went out and you just bought markers for what?
For our Nigerian
extravagant.
audience,
You know,
fast
this
food.
will also bring me to another angle where it's like there are reasons why people they act differently when it comes to money. And some people might just be the extra baggage, if that's the word that they call it, that they come with. Maybe they're looking at you and they're like, this one, a family, no problem. My own family, there's problem. So you're already feeling like, if it's evidence that money is going to your parents, going to your, you feel somehow like it's one-sided, and I think that's one of the reasons why people just want to hold their income to themselves and will bring out, bit by bit. But then it's still a function of who you're married to.
Exactly.
You should, my family problem, you should inherit it.
You should.
And I should not start feeling
In
that.
fact, let's not even go there, because these days when I see on social media and don't bring your baggage, you are not ready to marry. You're just not ready to
Somebody
marry.
must come with baggage. Somebody must come with baggage. Our problems are different. You maybe your own parents are still working, they don't need money. That person's parent is not. In fact, how did you see me when you married me?
Or maybe you're
did
the
you
only
know?
child.
Did you?
I don't have
When you saw me when you were married,
Yes.
we'll be just I need to send money to my mom.
Yes.
Don't you already know that I'm sending
You already
money?
know.
Yeah.
You already know.
So because if we're not addressing it, you know, my friends that are getting married recently, they asked me one word for them, or let's just tell them talk about finance in your marriage. People, it's not like it's the only issue, but it's a major issue.
It is.
It breaks home, it ruins home,
But then
ruins
again,
happiness.
people change. You guys, people change.
When you talk about people changing, fundamentally people stay the same.
Yeah.
It's hard for people to change.
Yes.
It's
Okay.
really
When you
hard.
lay the foundation,
Yes.
well,
Your fundamental, if you know, say maybe if breeze blow and it smell, you always like
Yeah.
you will always
Yes.
It's
Natural.
hard for you to just pass and something is thinking and you're like, I've changed, I'm not going to. It's really hard. That's who you are today. It's basically things we add, things we reduce,
Okay, say we
but
don't,
fundamentally we
don't
stay the
change,
same.
say we don't change, and then the environment changes us. For example, I know a family that when he was back home in Nigeria, because that's what we're saying. Let's relate it back to the diaspora. He has been doing every goddamn thing, down to pants, cream, soap. They relocate abroad. Bills are too much. You're paying light, you're paying rent every week. Now, tell madam to work. Madam cannot work. Madam is so used to
Being taken care
so
of.
madam say, abroad life, let me just stay home.
She wants to be a baby girl.
Exactly.
Check it. They did not change. It's circumstances that change.
Yeah.
When circumstances change, to bring out a new version
Yes.
of you.
yeah, very
But
well.
fundamentally, you are who you are.
So now the couple
Yes.
that didn't used to have any issue before with finances, all of a sudden relocate and are already having issues.
Yes, and that kind of situation now, you like just have sense.
Yeah, simple as
Have
that.
sense. You are in Nigeria, things are a bit laid back, things are a bit easier.
Yeah.
Your husband is maybe earning 500k a month or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
It's easy for him to run things. He can afford having
Yes.
you not having to work.
Yeah.
And then you relocate in this new environment. You can see that he's not getting that type of money.
Guess what she said? She said she's going back. You can remain.
Does
She
she
go
need
back.
money with tickets?
And then
I'm very sure your husband will be very
Now,
happy.
environment,
sending money.
you get. I will send. You will stay there and die of hunger.
You know, and see, and this one we are laughing now, but it's a very serious
Yes.
topic. It's a very hot topic because if you don't even manage finance within while it's the both of you, then when children start coming, we're going to face a major issue because then you will get issues like, and I'm saying this because it happens. Because somebody would make the sacrifice to be home, and another person will earn money. So if we're still saying individually, this is my money, this is my money, you won't make headway because then the children will suffer.
Yeah.
Because when we then become in a competition where you want to bring as much money as the man is bringing,
Exactly.
and the children will be suffering because nobody is making the sacrifice
For them.
For them.
Just following up on this example that you gave, right? When they relocated and the man is still working, still trying his best to provide.
Yes.
Even if the lady went out to look for a job
something that
that
can be used for groceries. And
Yes.
then focus just on the bills.
or even if she just got a job that will solely cater for
her
her
individual
own
needs.
needs,
Oh yeah.
it won't be a problem. The guy will still happily provide every other thing, but he knows if you want to go and do your nails, I don't have to think about it. If you want to go to a spa, I don't have to
I
think
think
about it
that's
too
that
much.
only to do nails if you convert it is over going to 100K.
You get
Madam convert.
the converter.
What happened?
The converter.
I don't think I can ever stop converting dollar to naira.
You are still
It
young.
keeps me. It
You are
keeps,
still fresh.
no, you know what? It keeps me guided on my expenses. Sometimes.
No, it
My
doesn't.
sister,
By the time I
it doesn't.
convert,
you'll
See,
soon outgrow it.
I don't remember wanting
Truth
to
be
do
told.
something and thinking of converting.
Omari, let me tell you something now. Side by part. You see this phone I went to go and buy. If I knew that the exchange when I convert is going to be 2.3 billion, I would have not bought the phone. I'm telling you. It was when I checked on Jumia that my mother was not telling me that, oh, you don't know this phone. See, never. No.
You will eventually will
You
remind.
outgrow it.
5 years from now, we'll remind us.
It's good that we have it on camera so that we
Yes.
play it back for her.
Even I've seen a fresh image.
We'll
So
remind
that we
you.
play it back for
We'll
her.
remind you 5 years
Oh
from
my
now.
goodness.
Talking about how it even affects the children, there was a post I came across. You should not vex, so I scroll mindlessly on the social on the interweb a lot.
Okay.
But then it's good because you just see some things and you learn from it, or you have like a story to share if you find someone in the same circumstance. And
Like how we're sharing for you guys now.
exactly. So this guy was talking about how he had to write JAMB like 5-6 times, because each time he will write JAMB is like an exam you write before you get into the higher institutions in Nigeria. So each time he will write and his parents have a misunderstanding that time, that's it. He's not going anywhere, because the father will be like, let me see how this woman want to take find money to put this boy in school. And the woman will be like, if I use my money put this guy for school, make I die, because the papa, if I train and finish, papa will come take the glory for front.
Imagine.
But who was suffering at the end of the day? It was the
child.
child that was suffering.
Yeah.
And now the guy, eventually, one of his aunts, like he wrote that one of his aunties just told him that, give yourself brain. No? They use you, they play, they play table tennis for you. You can't keep yourself in the middle. Give yourself brain. Eventually, he wrote and got into Lagos State University, and he's a graduate and all that. Today, that husband and wife that were using him to do table tennis, they're still together. They are still together.
Can you imagine? So in one way or the other, the way we manage our finances just doesn't affect us. It affects our families, affects our children, everything that we can think about.
Yeah.
So
If you're going into marriage, go in without reservations. Don't go in with suspicion of your husband or suspicion of your wife already. When they never even mess up, you don't already they suspect them. Say, if I don't work today, this guy will cast me for front. If you go in with that mindset, that's probably what you will see.
But then again, you guys mentioned something about 50-50, right? So if we talk about how we handle manage finances in diaspora, and we're saying 50-50, what if the husband wants to make an expense that the woman does not like? For example, maybe buy an extravagant house or buy an extravagant car, or and it's
as long as
it's from that purse.
It can't be from the purse. It can't be from the purse. Really? If we're doing 50-50, as long as your own 50 is accounted for, whatever you want to do with your remaining 50% of your earnings is your business.
That's okay. So for you mean by 50-50, you don't bring all monies.
So if this phone is $5,000, you are bringing 2.5. I'm bringing 2.5. Okay. It doesn't matter if you have 100,000.
Oh, great. So people that just have a joint account,
this is dependent. There are people that everyone's salary just goes to one account, and from there we make it. So, but if that kind of person, I think what she's saying is, if that kind of person now wants to come and buy a house with that money, both of you have worked together.
No, we have to agree now, otherwise you don't.
That's what I'm saying. I think I would put.
Yeah, I can see you need to say something. Sorry.
I'll put my input in this one, and like everyone has rightly said, I feel the first thing is communication and agreement. You guys need to, like, husband and wife needs to agree what method do we want to adopt in managing our finances. Do we want to put our money together 50-50 commission, whatever it is? But for me,
my house, we will set the
right on.
My motivation is I work. I like to see money. Like I like to see money in my own account.
We really need that there. We really need it there.
So like I was saying, like this, your question is what's really pushed that spirit out of me to talk. So I actually feel that it depends on whatever thing, but I feel that whatever method you're trying to adopt must accommodate and the other person's expenses. Personally, I would want to have my own money so that when I want to buy anything, it's none of your business. It is my money. It's not affecting the family or anything. So I feel that they should, like, whatever the couple is, get your, like, if you're having a joint account, have your joint account, have your own money to yourself, maybe whatever, if you're taking $1,000 to yourself, and then when you want to have your own expensive something to buy, save up on your own personal money and go and buy your expenses. That is not my business.
So what if he wants to buy a duplex and he wants a bungalow or something like that? But it has that decision.
But that one is coming from the family money.
From the family purse.
that affects the entire family
Nah,
because it's where you're going to
There's
live.
enough money to be extravagant.
Yes,
right?
but
Yes.
it's where you're going to live, and it
Yes.
boils down to a matter of preference.
Yeah.
Something has to give. That's where you start talking about compromise.
That's what I'm saying. This
Yes,
I
financial
know
thing,
that.
well, that has to come with compromise and
Yeah.
understanding.
I think it still just depends on how you started. If before we even got into the marriage time, it just depends on how you guys approach finance. When the marriage comes, money is money, money is there, money is accessible. We might have agreement in terms of our individual choices, but it still doesn't change the fact that money is being accessed from the account,
Yes.
right? We will disagree. Do you think
Yeah.
the house you're currently living in is probably both everybody's choice? But someone had to compromise that, oh, this is key, this is not key. You pretty much get it. And for me, if it's something, because if we have money today, there's a reason why we kept that money there. Because probably we're not even eating McDonald's as we used to eat because we say let us build our finance. We probably had a discussion for that. Say, oh, we want to buy a house, we want to buy a car. The disagreement might now be in terms of choices, but it's not about the finance because we've agreed that this is a project. This is what we're going to use the money for.
Yeah.
This is your budget.
This is the budget. I don't think people just wake up and save money. People save money for a purpose.
Towards something.
If
not easy to save.
it's not, yeah, and we all have individual choices regarding the purpose of why we want money. And then personally for me, I feel I encourage joint account a lot, but at the same time, I should be able to access the funds when something important arises. And because there are situations where, something has just come up already. You know how your husband thinks. Your husband knows how you think. You when you buy something, he might not even remember to ask you what you use the money for because he knows you used it for a just cause. And so it's a function of the both of you.
Yeah.
Because if one person is extravagant and the other person is not, then I don't understand. Joint account will not work. But
I don't know if you watch that
Nigerian
Nigerian movie that we watched that time, that the lady will go to the shops and be buying Gucci shirts, but the guy was like a mechanic, and then he was really struggling. He had many mechanic shops, but she wanted to touch him up, so she would go and buy shirts for him, Gucci shirts for him, but she was taken out of the family purse. In that instance, the man blocked her from having access to the family account.
because he's the major source of
Yes.
So he's able to do that because he's the sole provider, right?
And then he's the
Just
sole
like-
provider, but she will also ask, I saw that you spent this. What did you use the money to do? What did you buy? If she wants to buy something, she say, but I bought it for you. I want it to look nice. But the man didn't care about all of that. He just cared about
Again.
Top my sweat.
Again.
Yes.
Have sex.
This one. When you see who you are married, in fact,
Have
determinant
sex.
now.
Wait, check out. I'm a mechanic. I
Uh-huh.
live my life under cars all day, every day, under engine oil. You're going to buy Gucci shirts for me.
And I know.
You're going to buy Gucci shirts for me to do what
And the
with?
point is, I know who you are. I will not be saying we should do joints. What to join to you join my future? I can't do that.
Or she will go to a shop
what am I
and
jointing
see
the account
an
for?
expensive LV bag, original one, and she will buy.
People like that, you should put a limit on how much they can access
Yes,
from the account.
yes.
Because you can say because people agree. We're not withdrawing more than 100k, 200k. See, if you want to be extravagant in the joint account that we are running, I don't mind. Get a side hustle. I know that is your and that side hustle shouldn't stop you from doing the particular
What you're supposed to do.
your house commitment. Get a side hustle. I don't know how you want to use your money.
like,
to do.
Agree on how you want
Agree.
to spend money.
Agree.
Because if you see this kind of woman you are dating, you already know that she like big things.
Yeah.
You can't be doing joint account with that
You need
person.
to divide
Give
your
her
balance.
salary. Maybe you know
Yes,
that she won't work.
that's
Yeah.
a different.
You give her
thing
salary.
entirely.
Tell her that okay, this 150k, whatever you want to do with it for the
Uh-huh.
month.
That's
It's not part of household whatever. Take anyhow you want to spend it. That's on you. You can't be doing joint. So I have 30 million in the account. You will now come and go and buy one Louis Vuitton bag.
Just like
Say,
that.
I bought
And
it
I don't
for
have
you.
it.
Is that I bought no? You don't say I bought it for you.
Yeah.
So do what?
Me, I'm not even team designer. Then you are just using it like pure water. And everybody's telling you it's pretty.
Whatever we do, whatever we say, as in, finances are such a huge deal in marriage.
Yes.
It is not a one size fits all approach.
Yes.
It's crazy because there are even instances where the woman is the sole provider. The woman tries and tries and tries and tries, and no matter hard she tries, things don't get better.
Yes.
You know, so it's,
I feel it's just for you to devise a means that works for you.
Exactly.
That works for your
Let's
family.
find out what works.
We know who we're married to, they know who we are. So I feel it's just for you to find like a common ground and okay, this person loves to spend money, this person doesn't love to spend money. How do we agree so that there is no each in the family like, okay, like just devise your own means so that there will be smooth sailing.
You know what
in the family.
togetherness does for you? Imagine when one person is out of job.
yeah.
There is beauty in doing things together. When you hear people's stories, if somebody will come and tell you, for 2 years, I didn't work.
Yeah.
But because of the way they were doing things, you will
would
have
never
no
know.
clue. These are the benefits of doing things together.
I know a former boss that was in this particular situation.
Mhm.
She didn't touch 1 naira from her salary, and at the end of the month, every month, she would tell the man, "Oh, see ATM, they've paid salary. How do you want us to spend it?" She did that for consecutively, I think, 3 years until he was able to stand on his feet. And he made sure that 80,000, even though she was the one that was making it, the way he would go about spending it, it was all on what they needed for the house. And now he's on his feet and she's enjoying herself.
And because
But then again, they're evil ones.
I agree. But you know that because men have pride, right? Especially when if it's a situation where it's the man that provides. For example, you don't go and say, take 1,000. You know how some people want to do it that in your face, maybe they run out, maybe they give you the money.
You know, even
That's
this
because can you they end the money?
this thing when you talk now,
Yeah.
self, like it gets as you do me
Yeah.
because they've paid you your salary.
Well, that's what she
when
did, though.
taking an extra
I
step
think
to come and say,
this one.
"Oh, see my salary, oh, how are we going to do it?" So
And as in she
No,
this one,
that's what I'm
personal
saying.
experience,
That-
I know her personally.
I will not do it.
Yeah.
I won't do it. Instead, there is money.
Yes.
If you want to go and buy bread, please go and buy bread. Or I'm not going to say, "Oh, see the salary,
they
oh."
paid me,
Oh, that's what she was doing.
No,
Now
but
give it ATM.
see,
If I was a guy myself, my ego will be hurt.
because you still doesn't check, but you know it's even better you even just credit the account or just use an approach and say maybe we should have an account together. Just because you don't want it to look as if you are giving the person money.
Yeah.
Look for other ways or the things in the house. Just maybe go and look for.
But
how to sort
he
it
was
out.
the one deciding how the money was going to be spent.
There is.
No,
But when you say deciding how the money was going to be spent, we know that we're going to pay rent anyway.
Yes.
We know that we're going to do groceries anyway. So what are you deciding? When time reach, when it's due, go ahead and pay. We're going to pay school fees regardless of your decision. So go ahead and
but I
pay.
think people individually just need to watch it. Individually, people you need to watch it. Your approach to things.
Yeah.
I think people.
But it's still what works for you because what works for that's what I was saying. That if I was in that lady's shoes, I'm not going to do. Oh, my salary is 10,000 for the month. Oh, how do you think we should spend
No, but
it?
I think just in terms of how things work, because when all this it's time for school fees, I can't believe that the time I used to tell my husband, let's sit down and bring $5. Yeah,
Can you just pay it and let's keep moving? Can you just pay it and let's move on to something else?
That is stressful. We could watch a movie with that time.
I'm telling you.
Because then it's like, okay, how much do you have? How much do you have?
I want to debate a bit. And which I feel is like, what people are equally still going through. And I would like focus on what Omari had said earlier. Fine, togetherness is good. But at the same time, I'm an advocate still for, even though we're doing togetherness, let's have what rightfully belongs to you, because there are scenarios and situations that happens that probably you guys are no longer together. And then one person has played smart on the other and wiped the account off.
We're talking
And then you're left with nothing.
No, we're talking about all things being
Equal.
Yeah.
Because even on that note, like Ogo will say, have sense.
Have sense.
See, how do you have sense in that situation?
No, check out. When
What
you
you
say, una don dey do joint account. Una don dey do joint account. You've sorted out household items, but one case missing. Completely unaccounted for.
Things fall apart.
Nonsense.
No, things don't fall apart. I'm there to fall it in.
It means that when we are bringing into that joint account, 1K we miss from my contribution.
All of you that are watching this podcast, if your wife is here, that's
But then, Ogo, it also depends. It depends on the approach, how the money is going into the account.
Yeah.
For example, if the money is flowing directly from the source into the account, there's no way 1,000.
But that's mistake number one now. Eh?
Wait.
At the end of the day, when they pay you your salary, they pay into your account.
Into
they
the family
pay
account.
No.
Some scenario.
Our salary can't be going into family account. That's a business account. To run your family,
You just
okay.
said something that I don't.
Running your family is a business.
No,
Oh.
like the money
Okay.
going directly to the joint account.
Like
Yeah.
coming
Going
from
to
the
your
company
individual-
straight
See,
into the family.
So, like when you get your job, when they say provide account to be
Yeah,
paid your
yeah, yeah.
salary,
family
you
account.
use joint
Yes,
account.
yes.
Ah,
But
what you?
no. What
Debbie.
I think in this instance is, thank God for countries like this where we have something like complete access, we have something like net saver. And now this still boils down to who you are or who your partner is.
Exactly.
What we can also still do is our savings go into the net saver. Guess what? Sometimes you guys can put all this condition and what I don't know the grammar to put. You can put a restriction on certain amount of money in the
to
account.
go out.
Which simply means that if there are not 2 signatories to that account, there's a limit to the
Well,
amount of
yeah,
money
that
you
is
can
true.
take out of the
Right,
That has
account.
addressed.
My view
Apply
of
wisdom now.
my view of a joint account. My view of a joint account is not when I get a new job now. They say bring accounts that we pay. I bring that's household
Well,
account.
that's it now.
I mean, the joint account. From my own point of view,
So
joint
your
account
own
is
is-
household
I
account.
bring 50 today from my salary. I bring
No,
50
like
No,
you
no,
know,
no,
it
no,
will
no.
land. It will land in the
Individual.
home account, which is your own. Before you now transport.
Yeah,
Well,
I
that's
personally
extra work.
yes.
That's
That's why I
extra
don't even do joint account. Do you get? Because I have sex.
Again, if you are watching this podcast and your wife is here,
You shocked me.
No, if there's something that needs to be paid,
Yeah.
it's going to be paid regardless.
yeah.
Do you get? And like in my own personal life, there is never a question of it's me that paid water bill this month.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
Because
Well,
when
I
the bill
feel-
comes up, however the money
I
comes in,
feel-
whatever
yeah,
you just pay.
we- that
I
is
feel
going
to
to be
address.
paid.
I feel to address, for example, those people that the pendulum is not balancing in their own in terms of she's not earning more than me
Oh, yeah.
and stuff like that. Some people still do it like it claps together in one account and then they take equal stuff
Yes.
out of the account.
Yes.
But then we're still
So-
counting pennies. If we have to do equal stuff out of the account, we are counting pennies. Because if 50 cents means, they say, I never chop reach 50 cents that time.
Yeah.
No, don't chop like that.
So in this woman, relating it back to this woman that they had her story, what if, for example, she calls her husband and tells her husband, let us do equal stuff. Let's look at all the bills of the house, right? And then I will bring 50% of maybe a certain amount, and you bring 50% of
It will not work.
and then it will be in the account. Maybe it
Is
will
that,
be
is that like in the time where he was not working?
now that he's still working and she's earning her dollars.
It will still be,
Or
it will
this
still be
lady
any
now.
more than
Yeah, it
them.
will still be a problem.
Because
still
now
be a problem.
he is making her pay all
Yeah,
of the
it
bills.
will still be a problem because you can see from the story that the guy has a problem. He has his own personal demons that he's dealing with, and he's allowing it to rub off on her.
So then again, we
So
cannot say
it doesn't
financial
even
problem.
it doesn't even matter if she takes charge of the entire family expenses. It does not matter. The guy needs to sort out whatever his issue
Yes,
is.
it's only it has to do with some. It's not the money, and I think some of these issues has to just do with the person's involved.
Yeah,
It has
it's-
nothing to do with
So
the
back to
financial
what
part.
Abba said, the fundamental play, the
Communication.
way it started, yes.
Yeah,
How you
Ladies,
who
right.
who you're being. It's just circumstance. Like I used to say that you not feel know anybody finish
Exactly.
Let
because
money enter.
not even about money.
Money is
Let
money is
circumstance change.
Money is
Yeah.
necessary, but it can
Let
be evil.
circumstance
How
change.
do you adapt to changing
If
circumstances?
fundamentally,
Like
I'm
people where
a
go
Christian.
abroad, where come back, where won't go back.
I'm a Christian, I believe in God, and regardless of life challenges, I hold strong to God. But then I get into a phase of life where life is just hitting you, bass, this one has died, this one is sick, this one, no money anywhere. You are in a very tight corner. Am I the kind of person that will now run to Babalawo or I will start hopping church to church Like, what do you do in that scenario? Because that circumstance, maybe when you were dating, I never faced that kind of challenge. So whatever I would do in that situation never came up for my partner to see. But now we've been married for years and years, and suddenly life throws us a blow. Like, how do we adjust? How do we adjust? It's not that I've changed. This is who I've always been. It's just you've never seen me in this situation. So it will bring out a new side of me to you. So the life, Sha.
It can never be talked about enough, like finances. It can never be talked about enough.
I just think, if you ask me, I just feel that no matter how we manage finances, we shouldn't make it so obvious when we're out there that people would know that it's a woman that is doing this or it's so.
Have you seen scenarios? No. Somebody bought the car and I said,
now me buying.
I'm the one that bought that car.
I'm the one that brought 80% of
I'm the one that.
But
paid
let's
for the house.
also know that there are instances that you will, the woman does not say anything, but you will just know.
Then
you will just know.
Use your wisdom to know.
Exactly.
No,
and keep it to yourself.
If you are knowing, regardless of the fact that nobody has said anything, then it means that somebody in that relationship has made it obvious for you to know.
But if you know, it's also maybe because you are that close to the person. And So, like for example, I know the lot of job you do, so you don't need to tell me. Man, that is what's giving me an edge to know. But a situation where you tell me an outsider knows is because something is going on.
We've made it obvious somewhere. Somehow.
But however it is, let people know that the house is running. But we're giving people reasons to say, now the woman bring the video.
That useless man, you know they work for the past 2 years. Now, me they carry the
just been going out and coming
let's not get to that point.
Or it's just tying
Your
rapper.
family and friends know that yes, maybe he's struggling with work, but let it not be that obvious. Or they get to the point where you not start saying, say I know they work, so I just go. Let's not limit it to that point. Like however it is, let's just fix our issues inside the house.
So what's the key takeaway for this for anybody?
Before we talk about
our Gen Z. Sorry, I want to say something. This is our Gen Z generation. I saw someone post. Sorry to digress. I saw one post. I was saying I was going to talk about it. The person said people in diaspora. You dey find husband, you don't say husband no dey. Nah. You dey find husband wey get money. You dey find husband wey don't get paper. How about you? You start together afresh. And bring your 1 naira and bring your 1 naira. Nobody wants to do that anymore. Everybody's looking for a ready-made person.
Keep waiting.
So, in instances like that, finance.
Not to the diaspora.
I'm just encouraging them. Keep waiting because they are still waiters.
Nothing wrong in wanting what you want. You get it. It's just, especially like if you are young, if you're 22, 23.
Oh, yes, why not?
Nothing wrong with wanting what you want.
Please keep walking like you are in your
But you get
You can't be 35 and still be looking for all this.
You get age when you reach. That your list. You go try curate and small.
But you know what? Even the man said they find woman will be ready made.
That's what I'm saying.
Woman stay too. They find woman will be
not
ready
just the
made.
men, not just the women.
But
even the men.
Everybody go Jones. You reach your 40s. Menopause will come crawling. Retirement age is in front of you. You want to use pension.
Menopause is not an issue again because you can go and freeze your
Okay,
eggs.
it's okay. Use pension to be training your children.
So the bottom line is that it's just for you to want to be in a relationship, marriage, anything, you have to just be selfless with finances.
The truth
Selfless
is,
with everything.
And the truth is, if you want a good man, you try and be a good woman.
Be a good person as well.
It's vice versa.
I was going to say that what was it? I just lost my train of thought.
Too much in the head.
We're talking about key takeaways.
When I said before we get to the key takeaways, I'm just going to reiterate the fact that when you're going into marriage, go with an open head. Don't go trying to be smart. That reminds me. I've just remembered what I was going to say. When Sister Susu,
AKA toasting,
when she talked about what if the person that you are doing life with is trying to play smart and acting funny with the finances and all of that. Those are outside. That's a deviation from the norm. Because if I'm doing life with you and I'm open to you, I expect the same from you. But when you start to do that, like if
if like life happened to them or something.
Yes, we're in
And
a
it's
tight
not
corner,
working.
and then you start acting out, and we try to talk about that. Oh, we shouldn't be spending our money this way. This is what we should be doing. This is what we should be doing. But it doesn't look like I'm getting through.
Yeah.
Then at some point you just have to start using your sense and start to organize yourself.
So wait,
Because
let me actually say
You can
it in
see
a
where
clearer
the thing
way.
is deviating to already. So you also have to get into a mode where okay, you are preparing for
And you have to be,
any
you also
eventuality.
have to be alert. Because if you're withdrawing the money from the account, I'm getting notification too.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to, I don't, see,
So
I think
wait,
we
let's
just,
talk about let's iron it straight.
Yes,
Let's
iron
put it
it.
straight.
Spray,
Now,
start
in a
on it.
situation of a separation, this is what I'm saying. We're doing accounts together, and life happened, and the marriage is
It's
crumbling, and the woman is still all in the
She's hopeful.
still hopeful and everything. And then, they're still struggling with the marriage, and before you know it, they were doing joint accounts together, and before you know it, the guy moved on with the
I
money.
agree. But see,
And then leaving the woman with
see,
nothing.
I see, while I'm hoping and watching and praying and
You
hoping,
take care of yourself.
I'm taking care of
Yeah, because
I have children. I have children. What's my backup? What is my backup plan? I
Yeah,
have to
when
look
you
after
start
my
seeing that
children.
the leg don't dey shake,
Hello.
once the leg don't dey shake,
Hello.
you know that it's time to take care of yourself.
Yes.
Because you know that this person is no longer looking out for
Yes.
you.
While we're still making amends, and I think the mistake was just forgetting every other thing just in the name of, and
Want
it's
to
a
resolve.
lesson because people just need to learn from it. We're just feeling relaxed and
I'm so in love.
yeah, in front of you.
So you know how I said in
The
the
money
beginning that no
disappeared.
matter what, women should always have financial independence. I think no matter who you are, as a man or a woman, you should better to have financial independence. Yes, before you even say, okay, let me now join with this person. Have your own financial independence. Be financially responsible before you now add another
I
person.
kind of have a little bit of a different view to that because you see this trad wife trend.
Yeah.
I want to be a baby girl.
Yes.
I want to relax
Yes,
and be taken care of.
Yes, sir.
And there's nothing wrong with it.
Of course.
Right?
Personal preference.
And if my husband is like a millionaire and I can afford
Yes.
to not work and sit at home all day and chill,
Please, sister, who does not
But
want
you will
to
still
work?
have your financial independence because you get a percentage of whatever is coming.
No, it's not percentage. It's having access.
yeah, access.
It's accessible to
Thank
her.
you. We don't do percent.
No.
I give up.
We don't do percentages. What are we percentaging?
No.
Again, if your
Oh,
wife
you're
is
still
here,
accountable. You're still accountable to someone.
I don't ask for you.
When you have access, you're still accountable.
Even
You're
if
not independent.
No. Even now that you are working, you're bringing in you are still accountable to your husband.
Yes.
You are still accountable.
On my money.
She wants to bring another topic. Oh.
No, it's see. Let me try to explain to you. You will be enjoying two things: access and independence. They're two different things. Because the independence is, I have what is
I kind of
written
understand.
on my name.
Yeah.
But you see that joint stuff. I still have access
Like
to
you
it.
cannot be a baby girl and say you want to take money to go and buy a house somewhere, but on your own money you can carry your
See,
money
it
and
depends on your level.
I can decide. I can say that I
But
see a
when
wig
you
of
say buy
1,200
house,
and
what am I
I
using the house to do in the real
Yes.
sense?
Okay, let's not say house.
Yeah.
Let's not say house.
Let's
For
be a-
example,
a
now
smaller,
you love to live a baby girl life, right? I see a wig of $2,500, and
If
I
I-
want to buy it.
If I check my
My dear.
assets, my assets cover up, buy it.
Oh my God.
You would have to give.
Who was
account-
if I want to
you
go
would-
for
you
it?
would have
Oh,
you would have to
no,
give
again.
explanation.
But
Not
then
necessarily.
when your
Not
husband likes you to
necessarily.
live a baby girl life, trust me.
You will be asking
And
questions.
when you
no.
are not married to someone that would.
If you're not married to someone that can give that lifestyle, then you are just a
Yes, somebody will.
That is why I am saying, when you have your independence, you can do whatever
Oh, wait,
and
like-
still have access.
Now, the point I would like to even talk about is when we talk about this independence, there's nothing wrong with wanting to be taken care of. You know, just get married
Yeah,
to someone.
definitely.
Nothing wrong with it. Second, like if that's your sole purpose of existence in life, then that's when you have it wrong.
Yeah.
Because it means that if God forbid that man is not there today, it means you're useless.
Yeah.
So when I think about independence, I think about if whether this man there or not there, I can sustain my lifestyle.
Yeah.
Do you get? My lifestyle is not dependent on him being alive and here.
Yeah.
That's my view of independence. And to attain that, you have to be educated. You have to have easy access to make money if that man is not there to fund that lifestyle. Do you get? So if I want to look for a job today, I know that it's not going to be a struggle because
you have the back.
I have the education. I have
You have what it takes.
I have everything that
You
it
just
takes.
need to say you want to do it.
Exactly.
But
all,
then again,
all that is lacking is, do I really want to do it or
she
not?
prefers to be taken
care of.
And that's a personal preference.
Yes. Who does not like? Who does
Think
not
of-
Who don't like better thing?
All right, guys.
This has been a very interesting conversation.
Yes, we cannot cover it in one day.
I thought we'd probably be talking for half an hour,
I'm
but it
telling
looks
you.
like we can go for 2
I
hours.
think we have actually done more than half.
Do you want to do key takeaways now?
Yes. Yes. So, what's your key takeaway?
Key takeaway is, even as much as you should love your husband, you should love putting in the work to make your marriage work, but at the same time, have
Have
sex.
But it's the truth. I still believe in togetherness. I'm a strong fan,
Yeah.
but apply wisdom when it's due. We cannot say we love 100% and we still don't have sense. Any circumstances change,
True,
and
yeah.
you need to change with
Adjust
changing
accordingly.
circumstances.
Yeah.
And that's just it. Everybody wants their marriage to work. As much as you want it is as much as he wants it.
Yeah.
But it just depends on where we are at that point in time. Who is telling us what? What we're watching, what we're seeing, and which direction we decided to follow. Just follow, so that nobody is at a loss.
Yeah.
And that's just it for me.
Susu, what's your takeaway?
Independence.
Financial independence, mama.
Television.
Anyways, for me it's communication is key. Try to communicate with your husband or your wife, your partner. Have good understanding and be ready to compromise, because well, yes, I'm an advocate for independence, but there are some times where maybe, like for my fellow independent woman,
Very key.
there are some times when the partner is probably struggling with something and it's obvious this person is struggling. Men, be ready to compromise and shift directions. And like, don't just be fixed on this is what I want, this is what goes. Yeah, that's it.
I think you guys have said it all. Everyone has said
You
it.
still say your.
Oh, there's nothing else I'm going to say now because you just said have sense. It's good to have sense. You said togetherness. It's good to be together. You said be dependent, but still
Compromise
learn how to
when necessary.
compromise. You guys have said it all because it's one of the things I would have actually
said all of
said.
them together.
I think
Exactly.
even to close it all together,
Yeah.
even the Bible say the two shall become one.
Wow.
The Bible did not say the two shall become 90% and 10% or 50% and 50%.
There's no percentage.
But then again, the Bible did not say have sense. The Bible said have sense.
We ask for the wisdom of Solomon in this matter.
Okay.
That's the sense.
At least there's wisdom in the Bible.
And it's the same thing as having sex now.
Yes. Anyways, guys.
Thank you, because my brain just off like I got a little mental scan of the Bible like
I have your backing. Thank you, guys.
Anyway, guys, this has been a very fun podcast. Don't forget to follow us on our Instagram, our Facebook, our YouTube channel, and don't forget to share. Yes, guys.
like, share, subscribe,
Help
do the
us
whole
make
thing.
this money.
Money. We gotta be independent,